Okay, David Baker's back, and I'm quickly going to show you how to make fruit cakes. Best fruit cakes, but without any cherries, because I haven't got any cherries left. So what you do is you mainly get margarine, Demerara sugar, currants and sultanas. Here's some I made earlier. Mix them with 300 millilitres of water and bring it to the boil and then simmer it for 20 minutes. Cake 2, same thing. So those are all ready. Now you've just got to let those cool down now. In the meantime, what you can do is your almonds. You've got your almonds here. Boil in water. Now you need to put these with milk. Technique, blanching the almonds. Showing you there, blanching the almonds. Put plenty of milk on there. Those are going to be added on the fruit cake later. So brilliant. Tins, greaseproof paper. You haven't used foil. Ready to go. And what we're going to do is you've got to let that mixture cool down because it's been boiling. All the fruity stuff. This is where you add your cherries normally as well. That's all that. So you've got to let it cool down a bit. So we're just going to let it cool down and I'll be back in a sec and I'll show you the rest. David Baker's back. Okay, David Baker's back. David got scarlet talent. I think that's a little bit of an orchid in the way of the camera. Just move those out of the way. Okay, David Baker, fruitcakes continued. David's got talent. Okay, so you've got your cake tins already there. The thing is, the blanched almonds, this is what takes the time. You've got your almonds there with your milk, and you've got, basically you've got this boiled, peeling these off after you've boiled them in a pan. This is what takes all the time, so you can do that while you're doing other stuff. So what you're doing is basically, now you've got your mixtures for each of your cakes, 2 cakes. It's supposed to make it, that's supposed to cool off. It's boiling hot because it's been boiling and simmering away for 20 minutes. Boiling hot. What you've got to do to that is you've got to add 275 grams of flour to each cake and 1 egg each. Okay, so how hard is that? Answer is not hard. So flour, and you probably want to have this CD on as well. Beautiful piano music. So I'm just measuring out 275 grams of flour. This CD is brilliant. It's this is the rain. Picture pass with the rain. I think this is on Butterflies, or it could be on Sea and Inclement and Interludes, that one. Sea and Wind Instrumentals and inclement interludes. So if you want to get that, sea and wind instrumentals and inclement interludes. Brilliant, brilliant. Should be playing the piano. Anyway, so making a cake, and here we go. Got the flour, and you need an egg in each. So mix the egg in. Way to do this is always, I find, use a knife. If you have trouble, some people have trouble, you know, getting an egg open and putting it in there. I recommend, so you don't get any, you got to hit it pretty hard. So that's it. Just hit it pretty hard. That's it. You don't get any eggshell in there. What you do now is, I'll show you here, it's quite heavy, but you're just mixing this mixture, all the flour, all of that together, all of that. Now you might just happen to have the oven on, and you might just happen to have some roast potatoes in there, but that's just a red herring. I'm not cooking red herring either. Not today. Cakes, dual cakes. Now you should have some glacé cherries in here, but it's just equally good. You can see that mixture. This is pretty much perfect. It's just, I don't know, must have the knack. It's perfect. And you've got all you can do is put gas mark 3, 1.25 to 1.50 hours. Can take 1.5 hours at gas mark 3. But then what you do is you put a skewer in, just to make sure if it comes out without anything on the skewer, if it comes out clean, the skewer. I'll show you later anyway. Might do if you're nice. And there you go. So there's one cake, other cake, mixing it there, mixing it there. It just looks beautiful, doesn't it? So you're mixing it all together, all that cakiness, all the beautiful raisins or sultanas in it. And what we're going to do is put the almonds on later, just on the top. So having them in the milk means that they're then only brown on top of your cake. That's the fairground music. Keeps coming on my iPad. So email me and tell me how to stop that. Back to my beautiful CD music. Okay, so we're caking it away now. We're mixing the cake. Just say to yourself, you know, I'm David Baker. I can bake. I can do this cake, and I can just get this. You know, who needs Jamie Oliver? And I've got a small kitchen. I don't care. A small kitchen, tiniest kitchen in the world. I'm still cooking it. You want to see the? You want to see the? You don't. The washing up. So right. I mean, this is where it's getting. That's the consistency, and I have to say it's looking pretty brilliant. I must say so myself. Now, don't get, you know, over the top. What you've got to do, calm down. Cooking's all about relaxing and calming down. Timing is good. Timing is important, but you know, if you write down how long to take for things, you soon get used to how long it takes to prepare. I mean, half an hour, 45 minutes preparation time maybe, you know. But it's all worth it because you get lovely cakes in the end. You made them yourself and they're beautiful. And those are the almonds going in there. This I find is the hardest bit. The blanched almonds. I mean, look how many I've got. I've got a ton of almonds. What I need to do is an almond servant that I employ, I think, to do this job. So, if you want to apply for this this position, it is vacant at the moment. What you're doing is basically on the almonds. It's the hardest bit. You basically just. I'll give you a tip for blanching your almonds while I'm talking about it. Thing to do, blanching your almonds, is what you want to do is basically you boil your almonds in boiling water, but not too long. Don't burn them, otherwise you'll have burnt almonds. We can watch it anyway. 3 or 4 minutes in boiling water should do the trick. And then you got these little things here. And then all you're going to do now, or all I'm going to do, is probably do as many as I can, stick them on the top, and what you've got to do is you turn your cakes, the mixture from your cake, I'll show you now, put it in, and I want to make sure this doesn't run over 15 minutes, this little video is, you know, it's dead simple, it's a couple of cakes. And what I'll do is I'll just write down all the ingredients, so you can see that on the YouTube. You can see what went into making it all. If you can get glacé cherries, brilliant, you know. Glacé cherries, add those. I find fruit cake with cherries beautiful, beautiful. Still going with this. The blanched almonds. If you just try and relax, maybe goes better. It just seems to take an eternity. A bit like, you know, waiting to be famous. It takes an eternity. I'll be there next year. Britain's Got Talent. David's Got Talent. I'll be there. Can't stop me. I'll be on it. I won't have to dress up as Marilyn Monroe either. Yeah, well, you know, I can play the piano. I'm not blind, unfortunately. That might have been an advantage. But steady, controversial. Here we go. So we're getting lots of these almonds all going in there blanched. So basically you've got the almonds, you put the milk on top, and this has the blanching effect. Don't get any of the shells in, obviously. Don't get any of the shells in. Don't mix those in. And you might accidentally have some roast potatoes in the oven. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to whack these in. I'm going to whack these in. Might be a few almonds short. A few almonds short of picnic. I think we might be a few sandwiches short of a picnic actually, but we've got plenty of almonds, you know. If you like almonds, you've cracked it here. Ton of almonds. Okay. Okay, so you've got your mixture. into a cake tin without dropping it or smashing it. There you go, it should come all out quite in a chunk. And all I'm going to do is put this in the oven, add the almonds to it, put it in, whack it in the oven, see what happens. Probably an hour and 20, an hour and a half baking time. It's enough. That's all you need. You know. Right, we just have a bit of the sea coming on. This is the live version of the sea. St Edmunds College, Cambridge. Probably wonder what I was doing playing there, but there you go. In the chapel, beautiful music. St Edmunds, happy days. Got to get back there somehow. I'm tunnelling back there from Orton, tunnelling back a la Cold It style. I should get there, you know, I've got sandbags in my trousers, I'm tunnelling every day, so I should get back to Cambridge shortly. No trains running, you see. Right, so I'm just making these beautiful because the last cakes weren't absolutely perfect. These are going to be absolutely perfect, I can tell. So there's one. Okay, there's one. Smooth it out using some smoother outers. Yeah, additional washing up liquid on there. You don't want that, so don't want washing up liquid in your cake. That's it. Take that away. Let's get these almonds on there. Almonds. It's raining almonds. Beautiful. And what you can do is just see, arrange them like that. What you need is, if you do happen to have some roast potatoes in the oven, it's best to take those out now. Whew. Those are quite hot, so those will go with the sausages I made earlier. Just finish it off now, the other cake. You're best putting them in the middle of the oven as well. Right, so I've still got to put this one in the baking tin. It comes out in one big dollop, if you've got it right. One big dollop. Or two, one or two, you know. I mean, as you can see, I'm using 2 spoons here. 2 spoons. That's obviously because I want to play the spoons in a minute. Desperate to raise money here, and there we go. Oh, this is looking absolutely amazing. The smell is incredible. Smell it. Divine. Absolutely divine. Okay, so I better hurry up now because we're up to about 18 minutes on the video. And you know, it's got to hurry up and get this in there. Not actually come out in one dollop, but it's looking pretty tremendous stuff. So what you do then is put it in the oven with the almonds on it. I'll show you later what they look like. Okay, so now we just want to test the cake just to make sure it's okay. So make sure you've got a glove on so you don't burn yourself. Health and safety. This is what the cake looks like. So what you do is you put this needle in. Comes out, there's a slight little bit on it there, slight, so that could do with another 10-20 minutes. So we'll pop that back in the oven. If it comes out clean, it's ready. Okay, David Baker's back, sack the continuity director. We've got the cakes ready. They must be ready by now, I reckon. 7:30. Giving it another 15-20 minutes and they should be totally brilliant. So again, we've got to just test them out. So make sure health and safety, you've got glove and a cloth, cloth glove. That's it. Just test it with this. And it's coming out and there's nothing on it. Tiny bit. I would say that looks done to me. That one. Cake 2. Cake 2. It's perfect. So there we go, 2 cakes, 2 lovely fruit cakes. What you do, and just put them on there for a minute, just show you them. And those are perfect now, so we can turn the oven off. And what we can do now with those is wait for them to cool down a bit and then you turn them out onto the grill. So you just got to wait for them to cool a little bit and then turn them out on the grill. Don't forget, David's Got Talent, NHS Coronavirus, 5th of September 2021. Matinee and evening performance. This is David signing off and saying good night, America, wherever you are. And that's it. Those are the 2 fruit cakes. Absolutely brilliant. All you need to do now is turn them out after they've cooled down and put them in a couple of celebrations. And the finale. This is it. 2 celebrations boxes there to put the cakes in, and there are the cakes. Absolutely brilliant. Beautiful fruit cakes. 2 fruit cakes there with lovely almonds on the top. And what will happen is we just turn them out of the foil there, and I'll put them on the grill when the cakes have cooled down, and tomorrow I'll be able to put them in those celebrations. And we'll have celebrations because we'll have 2 cakes. So celebrations all round.